Hey everyone, Luke Dog here, and welcome back to Mass Effect! Yeah, that almost rhymed. Just getting used to the controls again. Squares to holster, R to shoot, L to aim. Just gonna walk around a little bit. Checking the camera sensitivity. Okay, let's see how we do. Anything to say, guys?
Smells like smoke and death.
Well, that's cheery. How about you, Jenkins?
Oh God, what happened here?
You guys are kind of downers.
What the hell are those?
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
Oh. Well, here are abilities and weapons. Anything over here? High caliber barrel. It's a weapon upgrade. Codec update. Weapons, armor, and equipment. Advances in technology have made individual soldiers more dangerous and survivable than ever before. The development of practical manufacturing omni-tools allows modern militaries a great deal of flexibility in equipment loadouts. A vast number of field modification kits, or upgrades, are available for common equipment such as weapons, armor, omni-tools, biotic amps, and even grenades. An upgrade kit typically consists of less than a dozen unique parts and an optical storage disk. When loaded into an omni-tool, the OSD provides all technical specifications required to manufacture the tools and additional parts necessary to install the upgrade onto another piece of equipment. Assembly is typically modular, and installation can be completed in less than a minute. Since omni-tools are designed to use common battlefield salvage materials such as plastics, ceramics, and light metals, rendered into semi-molten omni-gel for quick use, it is quite possible for a trained soldier carrying upgrade kits to customize gear on the battlefield to fit the current tactical situation. That's nice. Okay, I'm just gonna check options for a bit. Turn the sound effects down a little. Okay.
Enemy contact!
Don't worry, they're gas bags. They're harmless.
Oh God, what happened here?
Whoa. Contact! Oh, I leveled up. I kind of sprayed a lot. Squad! Okay, got 3 points. Increase the amount of Omnigel recovered, lets you use the decryption skill to open secure objects, grants the sabotage ability. Increase the strength of your shields, amount of hull restored when you repair, lets you use electronics to repair or bypass objects. Able to equip light armor, increases damage protection. Relying on stealth and increases damage done by tech mines, reduces overheating on sniper rifles and pistols. There. Caden. You have 2. First aid. Deploys Metagil to all wounded squad members, restoring their health. Something tells me Jenkins is not gonna need it.
Ripped right through his shields. You had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
Kinetic barriers, more commonly called shields, provide protection against most mass accelerator weapons. Whether on a starship or a soldier's suit of armor, the basic principle remains the same. Kinetic barriers are repulsive mass effect fields, projected from tiny emitters. These shields safely deflect small objects traveling at rapid velocities. This affords protection from bullets and other dangerous projectiles, but still allows the user to sit down without knocking away their chair. The shielding afforded by kinetic barriers does not protect against extremes of temperature, toxins, or radiation.
Okay, then. Gotta keep moving. I'm sorry, Jenkins. And once again, you will gain Metagil and Omnigil throughout the game by defeating enemies and opening containers. Metagil is necessary to heal injured squad members. Omnigil is needed to use decryption and electronics on objects in the game. Press the triangle to heal members. Each use consumes 1 unit of Omnigil.
You're good to go.
There you go. Looks like we got 4 left. And also, I should note, once again, the old BioWare kind of trope of losing a squad member on the tutorial planet. I mean, you think about it, look, Knights of the Old Republic, you lost Trask on the Endar Spire. Dragon Age Origins, you lost your whole squad once you left for Ostagar. And Dragon Age 2, one of your siblings dies. Hey, gas bag. What the? Oh. Press the start button to access the mission computer, then select the squad screen. As you gain levels, use the squad screen to unlock powerful special abilities and improve your skills.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Get down!
Whoops, I just, threw a mine, I think. And it hurts me. Dang it! That was not smart of me. Use the directional buttons to issue tactical orders to your squad. Up sends your squad forward, down sends them, orders them to seek cover and hold position. Left rallies so they regroup around you. Right orders them to attack the selected target. Okay. Oh, you just press up against one. How do you crouch? Oh, use the abilities screen. Let's see, I got sabotage and overload. Kaden has throw and sabotage. Got an enemy up here. How do you crouch? Have they taught us how to crouch yet? Someone's in trouble. Let's go save him.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns. Nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime, none that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry, like I said, no Turians.
Move out.
Yay, another squad member. Okay, Ashley, you got pistols, assault rifles, combat armor, assault training. Increases melee damage, weapons damage, grants the adrenaline burst ability. And soldier. Frontline warriors are trained to withstand the physical punishment that comes with combat. Increases health, allows limited health regeneration. Let's give you assault rifle. You get overkill. Allows long bursts of accurate assault rifle fire. Let's put one in assault training. I got nothing. Kane's got nothing. Okay, Codex.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
Oh, one more. Let's give it to... Yeah, let's get Adrenaline Burst. Recharges all talents so they can be used immediately.
We thought this world was safe until the Geth showed up.
I got a crate over here.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Ooh, light armor. Press the start button to access the mission computer. Select equipment. Equipment screen lets you change or upgrade weapons, armor, and other gear for each member. The equipment screen allows you to view, equip, and upgrade gear for each member of your squad. Press the left button or right button to cycle between weapons, armor, and other base items. Press the up or down to view available models of each base type, displayed in the selected item pane. Press the cross X button to switch an equipped item with the selected one. Square allows you to install or switch upgrades on an equipped item. Triangle dismantles an item, breaking it down into Omnigel for later use. Item is gone forever. Definitely better than what I have now. Interesting. And we can toggle helmet on and off. Ooh, this is actually worse. I think I might just unequip this thing. There. What do we got over here? Armor piercing rounds and chemical rounds. Pistol. Upgrades. We can give it a high caliber barrel. Fires larger rounds for more damage, however the rate of fire is slowed and the weapon will overheat more quickly. Sure. That's fine. Jeez. Cover is an important part. Run to the waypoint to use cover. You must be in combat mode to take cover. Move to the edge and press L2 to pop out and zoom from behind. Okay.
Smells like smoke and death.
That's all you ever say, you know. And you're kind of in my spot. Just saying. Press L3 to crouch or stand up. There we go. Sneak, 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 sneaky, sneaky, sneak. So I got a few more. Ashley, can you please move? Press the select to throw grenades. Nope. That was neat. During combat, Storm lets you sprint. Press and hold the X while moving. This was a bad idea. Heal up.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Okay, we got a pistol, and assault rifle. Investigate the research camp. More damage, less shots, and accuracy. Assault rifles. More damage, less shots. I'll take it. Kodak, what do we got?
Combat hard suits use a dual-layer system to protect the wearer. The inner layer consists of fabric armor with kinetic padding. Areas that don't need to be flexible, such as the chest or shins, are reinforced with sheets of lightweight, ablative ceramic. The outer layer consists of automatically generated kinetic barriers. Objects traveling above a certain speed will trigger the barrier's reflex system and be deflected, provided there is enough energy left in the shield's power cell. Armored hard suits are sealable to protect the wearer from extremes of temperature and atmosphere. Standard equipment includes an onboard mini-frame and a communications, navigation, and sensing suite. The mini-frame is designed to accept and display data from a weapon's smart targeting system to make it easier to locate and eliminate enemies.
Interesting. Yeah, it even says I'm untrained in the shotgun and oh well. Okay. Let's keep going. Running, running, running,
Looks like they
toward
hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Good idea, then. Those are interesting looking bodies.
Oh God, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
They made them techno zombies, and I've leveled up. Where are you? Husks. Oh, wrong button. Dang it. It's like R1. Ah, die. Oh, this does have to go great fire. I need heal. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go back to my original pistol. I don't think that's my original, but oh well. Okay. Increases pistol damage and accuracy, reduces chance of overheating. Let's give you a barrier. Adds a biotic barrier to your shield that absorbs damage, but cannot block attacks that bypass shields. That's fine. Ashley. Let's increase your health. And give you some combat armor. Okay, non-sapient creatures.
After the Geth secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
Interesting. Anything? Stuck on a piece of metal. Got a pistol, a sniper rifle, and Krogan medium armor. Excuse me. I've got some Omnigel. And a mine. Let's check out the sniper rifle. More damage. It's a nice red color.
That door, it's closed. Security box engaged.
Some objects in the game, such as locked doors, can only be opened using decryption. Other objects, such as secure computer terminals, can only be accessed with electronics. If any squad member has a high enough rank in the required talent, the decryption or electronic minigame will begin when you click on the object. If you're too slow making your responses in the minigame or make a wrong response, you will fail. If you fail, you will need to click on the object again and use Omnigel to open or access. If no one in your squad has a high enough rank in the required talent, you cannot access or open the object. What? What? Oh, what was the minigame? God dang it.
Now we know what those spikes are for. Turning our own dad against us.
I'm going to reduce you to Omnigel. Dang it. I don't wanna. I wanted to... Dang it.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack. That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry. Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape, no hope? No, I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Okay, head to the spaceport. Okay then. Map. I want to get that way. I want to redo that mini game.
Saren.
Nihilus.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Did you guys hear something?
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
It's the space squid! No. Wrong. Oh boy. Got him. Miss. Nope, I got him. Miss. Okay, switch him out. I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm so used to L1 and R1 being like shoot or something. I'm not used to the R and L2 buttons, that's why. So I probably wasted like 5 mines, or whatever. I just healed, whoop, ugh. Dang it! Ugh! Man, I don't get that mini game. I mean, I do, it's just...
Commander, it's Nihilus.
I'm sure he's just sleeping. Ammo upgrade. Hot, 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 hot. Ow, ow, ow.
Not in the middle of a fight!
We're not fighting. Yeah, Medi-gel.
Something's moving, over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
What are you doing sneaking around back there?
I am sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform, thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Okay then. Oh, we got some red dots. I can't shoot. Got him. Switch to its wrong button. Sniper. Don't know. Got him. Time to heal. Missed. Got him. I missed. Nope. Got him. Dang it. Come on, buddy. Pop up. Ah, that guy in the back. Got him! Nice one. Good job, Caden. No, Okay, let's move up. Fire, Ash. Getting in my way.
Check your targets. Could be friendlies.
Oh, that went pretty well. Okay, moving on. Choo-choo!
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Hi, are we late for the party? Apparently we are.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Working on it.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down!
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm so used to playing all these other games with the different control buttons. Over here. Cover. I might die. I might actually die. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Okay. Yeah, I leveled up. Okay, let's check out my pistol. Probably be using one of these or something. ba 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 ba. Put one in there. Okay, we've unlocked sniper rifles now. Caden. Ashley. Shield boost. Okay, let's go. Still got 3 bombs to disarm. Got 3 minutes to do it.
Take out those hostiles!
Working on it. I'm trying to find the bombs. How do you crouch? Crouch. Passed it. Take your guns out. That was a mistake. There we go. Bombs disabled. Yay! Let's get that beacon. Excuse me, Ash. Great, over here. Pistol, shotgun, and assault rifle. Well, I don't use shotguns. There's guy. Dang it. I'm wasting all my Omni meds though. What's the Distinguished Service Medal? Completed Eden Prime. Ha! Got it! Shotgun, assault rifle, and sniper rifle. Let's look at our equipment. Sniper. Assault rifles. Okay. I think we're good. Oh, come on, I pressed it. Dang it. You really gotta be on the ball for that. Sniper rifle and light armor for Quarians. So I'm just gonna look around before I go activate that beacon, because I'm guessing this is the end of it. It's a big whatever. Armor and weapon upgrade.
Smells like smoke and death.
We thought this world was safe until the Geth showed up. My God. It's like someone dropped a bomb.
That must be where the Geth ship landed.
That is one big ship. That's why you don't stand under rockets during a takeoff.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request
amazing.
immediate
Actual working prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Ashley! I don't... Guys!
Shepard!
No, don't touch him. It's too dangerous.
Too much input!
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime, the Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Counselor Diana Troy was very calm in that situation. And yes, that is Counselor Troy from Star Trek The Next Generation.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Okay. No pressure. Oh boy. Okay, journal. Beacon on Ian Prime was destroyed. Before it self-destructed, it burnt horrific images of death and galactic destruction into your mind. Whether these are images of the past or warnings of the future, I can't really say. Go to the cockpit and tell Joker to bring the Normandy into dock. I'll do that, but first, codec time. Oh. Although the Citadel is equipped with Mass Effect generating Element 0 cores, most of the gravity on the station is generated by the centrifugal force of rotation. Centrifugal. Yeah, centrifugal. That's basically, something spins around and basically creates its own gravitational pull. Rotation, 3.5 minutes per revolution. Rotational gravity in wards, 1.02 of Earth. Gravity in Presidium, 0.3 Earth. Total length, when open, 44.7 kilometers. Diameter, when open, 12.8 kilometers. Ward length, 43.6. Ward width, 330 meters. Presidium ring diameter, 7.2. Presidium width, 553. Exterior armor thickness, 13 meters. Population, 13.2 million, not including keepers. Gross weight, 7.11 billion metric tons. Height of the Presidium Tower, 1,047 meters. A massive space station that serves as the political and economic capital of the galactic culture.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Prothean extinction, numerous species have come to call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and financial capital of the galactic community. To represent their interests, most species maintain embassies on the Presidium, the Citadel's inner ring. The Citadel Tower in the center of the Presidium holds the Citadel Council chambers. Council affairs often have far-reaching effects on the rest of the galactic community. 5 arms, known as the wards, extend from the Presidium. Their inner surfaces have been built into cities, populated by millions of inhabitants from across the galaxy. The Citadel is virtually indestructible. If attacked, the station can close its arms to form a solid, impregnable shell. For as long as the station has existed, an enigmatic race called the Keepers has maintained it.
Okay then. Well, we're back on the Normandy. Might as well do a little bit of exploring. This is obviously the medical bay.
Hey, Commander.
Hey, Doc.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Hold on, you special. Anything back here? Okay. Let's go talk to you.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander. Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Never mind that.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock. Go speak to Joker when you're ready.
Yes, sir.
Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Ashley.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Hey, we got some Paragon. Let's go visit the engine room. And yes, this is apparently one of the infamous elevator loading screens. I think I know something. Something's kind of been bugging me about my character design. I think I know what it is. I think the nose might be a little too pudgy, and he has a forehead. What I mean is, I've always had long bangs, so I'm used to kind of covering my forehead. I'm not used to, having that short of bangs. That's all. Normandy's vehicle bay allows you to manage your crew's inventory. Using a squad member's equipment locker allows you to alter their currently equipped weapons, armor, and upgrades. New equipment may be purchased from the requisition officer. Okay, here are the lockers. You got a codec for the Mako. The everyday pieces of technology that support the modern lifestyle. Biotics manipulate mass effect fields using dozens of element zero nodules within their nervous systems that react to electric stimuli from the brain. Amplifiers allow biotics to synchronize the nodules so they can form fields large and strong enough for practical use. Amplifiers can improve a specific discipline or talent. An implant is a surgically embedded interface port into which amps are plugged in. On humans, the implant is usually placed at the base of the skull for convenient access, though the user must be careful to keep it free of contaminants. Implant ports can fit a variety of amps, and there is a growing market for modifications and add-ons. The finest quality implants and amps are manufactured by Asari artisans, but the Alliance's L3 implants, first deployed in 2170, are a significant step forward. Technologies of space travel and surface mobility.
The Mako infantry fighting vehicle was designed for the System Alliance's frigates. Though the interior is cramped, an M35 is small enough to be carried in the cargo bay and easily deployed on virtually any world. With its turreted 155mm mass accelerator and coaxially mounted machine gun, the Mako can provide a fire team with weapon support as well as mobility. Since Alliance Marines may be required to fight on any world, the Mako is environmentally sealed and equipped with microthrusters for use on low-gravity planetoids. The Mako is powered by a sealed hydrogen-oxygen fuel cell and includes a small Element 0 core. While not large enough to nullify the vehicle's mass, the core can reduce it enough to be safely airdropped. When used in conjunction with thrusters, it also allows the Mako to extricate itself from difficult terrain. Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create mass effect fields through the use of electrical impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce mass effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual. There are 3 branches of biotics. Telekinesis uses mass-lowering fields to levitate or impel objects. Mass-raising kinetic fields are used to block or pin objects. Spatial distortion uses rapidly shifting mass fields to shred objects. Most organic species are capable of developing biotic abilities, though there are risks involved. Biotics are the result of an in utero exposure to Element 0. This usually causes fatal cancers in the victim, but in rare cases, it coalesces into nodules within the fetus's developing nervous system.
So exposure in utero could possibly create biotics, or you could end up with cancer-ish stuff.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Not right now, thanks.
No problem. Keep checking back.
More Kodak.
Biotics is... Omni-tools are handheld devices that combine a computer microframe, sensor analysis pack, and manufacturing fabricator. Versatile and reliable, an Omni-tool can be used to analyze and adjust the functionality of most standard equipment, including weapons and armor, from a distance. The fabrication module can rapidly assemble small, three-dimensional objects from common, reusable industrial plastics, ceramics, and light alloys. This allows for field repairs and modifications to most standard items, as well as the reuse of salvaged equipment. Omni-tools are standard issue for soldiers and first-in colonists.
Well, that's interesting. Hello? Hi, Adams.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
I want to talk to people.
Element 0 can increase or decrease the mass of a volume of space-time when subjected to an electrical current. With a positive current, mass is increased. With a negative current, mass is decreased. The stronger the current, the greater the magnitude of the dark energy mass effect. In space, low-mass fields allow FTL travel and inexpensive surface-to-orbit transit. High-mass fields create artificial gravity and push space debris away from vessels. In manufacturing, low-mass fields permit the creation of evenly blended alloys, while high-mass compaction creates dense, sturdy construction materials. The military makes extensive use of mobility-enhancing technologies, with Mass Effect utilizing fighting vehicles standard frontline issue in most military forces. Mass Effect fields are also essential in the creation of kinetic barriers or shields to protect against enemy fire.
And that's why the series is called Mass Effect. Okay, none of you guys want to talk, so I guess I'm just gonna go back up and do stuff. Going up. See, I've done everything here, so let's go up. Open, please. FTL comlink. Kodak. Real-time communication is possible thanks to networks of expensive mass relay comm buoys that can daisy-chain a transmission via lasers. Comm buoys are maintained in patterns built outward from each mass relay. The buoys are little more than a cluster of primitive miniature mass relays. Each individual buoy is connected to a partner on another buoy in the network, forming a corridor of low-mass space. Tight beam communication lasers are piped through these tubes of FTL space, allowing virtually instantaneous communication to anywhere on the network. The networks connect across regions by communications lasers through the mass relays. With this system, the only communications delay is the light lag between the source or destination and the closest buoy. So long as all parties remain within half a light second, 150,000 kilometers of buoys, seamless real-time communications are possible. Since buoys are maintained in all traveled areas, most enjoy unlimited instant communication. Ships only suffer communications lag when operating off established deep space routes, around uninhabited outer system gas giants, and other unsettled areas. During wartime, comm buoy networks are the first target of attack. Once the network is severed, it can take anywhere from weeks to years to get a message out of a contested system. In systems where a buoy network has not yet been built or has been destroyed, rapid communication means ferrying information through high-speed courier ships and unmanned data drones. Instant transmission. That goes back down. Boo. Hey, Presley.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew. I'm glad you're okay, Commander.
You got nothing to say
Jenkins
either.
was hard enough on the crew.
Systems Alliance military jargon. Ashore. When a ship's crew leaves the vessel, they are ashore. Though normally used regarding planets, it can refer to boarding a space station. Away. When a ship releases the equipment tethering it to a space station or surface dock, it is away. Aye aye. The proper way to acknowledge an order. If told to attack, the correct response is aye aye sir. If asked, are you proud to be Maroon, the correct response is yes sir. ASAP. Pronounced ASAP. An acronym for as soon as possible. Belay. Stop. Cease. Bridge. Navigation center of a spacecraft, where the steering is done. Captain's mast. Non-judicial disciplinary proceedings by unit commanders. CIC. Combat Information Center. The command center of a spacecraft. The CIC is filled with sensor displays to make sense out of the chaos of combat. DC. Damage control. The containment and repair of damage to a spaceship. ECM. Electronic countermeasures used to avoid enemy sensors from passive emissions masking to active jamming. EVA. Extravehicular activity. Time spent in a pressure suit outside of a vehicle, spacecraft, or station. Flank. The flank is the side of a military formation. Since the soldiers are facing elsewhere, an enemy that can attack on the flank can often turn it or roll it up. FNG. Freaking New Guy. A derisive term for inexperienced personnel. Ground side. The surface of a planet. Almost men. Crew member who pilots the spacecraft. Sorry. LiDAR. Light amplified detection and ranging. An active sensor that bounces lasers off an object to determine its bearing and distance. LiDAR has sufficient resolution that the data can be reconstructed into an image. Shore party. Spacecraft crew sent ashore on official business. Silent running. An old submariner's term used aboard the Normandy to denote when stealth systems are active. SITREP. Abbreviation of Situation Report. An evaluation of the current military situation. Spacer. Someone who spent most of their life in space. Like me! XO. Executive Officer. Second in command of an Alliance warship. The XO is responsible for administrative and personal matters. That's my job. Anything else? Anything else? Are there any more codex entries? Hi, Joker. Just looking around. Nope. Well, how about we end the video by docking it with the Citadel?
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy?
I think the sound was a little off on that.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Seren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Seren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Seren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. If they don't stop him, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Well, now we're on the Citadel. Eden Prime didn't go so well, so next time we'll be exploring this, basically Coruscant of Mass Effect. Important locations are marked on your map. For active missions, key locations may be marked as a destination. Your radar will indicate the direction of a destination in exploration mode. Follow the pulsing arrow on your radar to the Citadel Tower. Well, I'll do that later.
Big place.
Yeah.
Sure is peaceful here.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Got it! Alliance Patrol Report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Road cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Well, next time, we're going to be exploring the Citadel. First, I'm gonna... While in the Citadel, you uncovered an Alliance patrol report. One of the patrols mentioned some strange activity in the Hydra system of the Argos Road cluster. Well, we can't go right now. You have to prove to the Citadel Council that Saren, one of the Spectre agents, has gone rogue.
The Citadel. The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian Hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other two, and all have a vested interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the Council species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators. The Solarians gather intelligence and information. The Turians provide the bulk of the military and peacekeeping forces. Any species granted an embassy on the Citadel is considered an associate member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member of the Citadel in 2165.
Where are the newbies? Okay, let's make a hard save. In a new slot. Oh, we've only been playing for 2 hours, wow. Well, to be fair, I spent a half hour last video just making my character. So, next time, we'll be exploring the Citadel. If you like this video, let me know in the comments. If you really liked it, press that cute little like button. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Luke Dog, and I'll see you next time.